My name is Babatunde Taufik Lekan from Nigeria Korea Model School located in Abuja. I am here to present a topic. I'm a basic science teacher. I am here to present a topic: developing and using multimedia-based supplementary teaching material for a model education. So this is the topic: development and using multimedia-based supplementary teaching material for a model education. I will start with introduction. The use of multimedia in industry has been extensive as it has been effective in increasing productivity and retention rates. That's now what make us to bring it to education. The using of multimedia in education, it is now permeating the educational system as a tool for effective and learning. With multimedia, the communication of the effective instructional medium for delivering information. What is learning? Learning is a positive change in a learner. So if a teacher is being teaching and you cannot get a positive change, definitely learning did not take place. So multimedia fast track it. It make learning to be very easy and effective. So that is why we need to discuss about this topic: multimedia-based supplementary teaching material for a model education. A multisensory experience can be created for the audience, which in turn elicit positive attitude towards the application. Multimedia has also shown to elicit the highest rate of information retention and result in shorter learning time. That is the important. You can be able to deliver your message to the students, your lesson to the student in a shorter time. So I have to let you people know the meaning of multimedia before we can now move. I will let you know the meaning of multimedia, the meaning of supplementary, and the definition of multimedia supplementary teaching. Now, multimedia refers to using more than one medium, such as audio, visual tools, or both. It is a broad term for combining multiple media formats and involve using five basic type media, such as text, video, sound, graphics, and animation. Now, what is the meaning of supplementary? I would like you to know. Supplementary is just an additional tools to make learning to be effective. It's an additional tools. Actually, you will not just enter the class and be teaching students and just enter class, open video for the student on a topic. As I said earlier, I'm a basic science teacher and I want to teach transformation of energy. I want to teach this topic, transformation of energy. I cannot enter class and just open video for the student to be watching transformation of energy. I have to explain everything about, I have to tell them the law of conservation of energy. I have to tell them different types. In fact, I have to come to the class with instructional material that we show them. Example, if I'm doing transformation of energy, I can use matches to show them in class. That matches is one of the transformation of energy from chemical energy to light and heat energy. I will now show them in class. So as I'm showing them this is not multimedia, but this is an instructional material. I'm using it during my lesson. But to still now make students understand it more, I have to show them a video to back it up. That is supplementary. Not that you just enter class and you now on a video that students should be watching it, and at the end of the day you now carry your laptop and say that you are through with the lesson. That means you did not teach, you did not enter class as a teacher. You just show the student video to watch and leave. So in supplementary, you have to explain the full details of your lesson before you can now use supplementary material to back your lesson up. Now, the main advantages of multimedia are briefly discussed. We have the effectiveness. That is number one. It makes our work to be effective. You will not stress yourself, and lesson will take place in a short period of time. That is number one. Number two, fascination. Yes, multimedia make lesson delivery to be interesting in the class. Like I could remember when I was teaching my students, when I was teaching them gravitational force, there was a time I now let them know that there is a condition that when you throw a stone and a feather, it will reach ground the same time. But my students did not believe. They said that, uncle, it is not possible. And now I showed them, I have to display the video. That is supplementary. I'm using multimedia as a supplementary then, because I cannot do the practical because there is no equipment. But in showing them the video, they now say, okay, so it can happen. So that is another. It is now interesting. Students were they were excited. They were happy. That's wow. So if you throw stone and feather in the absence of air, that is in the absence of air resistance, they will both reach ground the same time. So that is the function important of multimedia. The third one is interactive learning. It will make you to interact with the student. As you are through with your lesson and students are watching the video or the picture that you display as your multimedia supplementary, you will now be moving around the class and be asking them, what is your observation? What is your observation? There was a time that I was teaching friction. I have to show a video that is showing when object is moving in a smooth plane and when object is moving in a rough plane. So students, so interactive there is that I was now asking the student, what do you observe? Some of them say that when the ball is moving on a smooth place, it's very fast. But when it is moving on a rough place, it's very slow. And I asked them, what happened? They said that due to friction. So that is the importance of multimedia supplementary. The third one is personal development. It will help students to go home, to go and use multimedia to in improving their study. They can use that one. They can go home, uncle show me this. They can carry their parents' laptop and do more research. Not that we should just be using traditional method of teaching. And it also enhance a good performance in academic. So that is what we mean by academic performance. It helps student academic performance. So multimedia based supplementary teaching material. That is what I would like to explain now. They are collectively additional teaching learning material that are utilized simultaneously in the classroom. Not that you just come and be using the multimedia material without being explain your lesson. You have to explain your lesson before you use multimedia. Like now, if I'm explaining pulley system, I will let students know the 3 classes of lever: first class lever, second class lever, third class lever, and their differences with examples. After that, I can now display a chart, because a video is a multimedia. A video is a multimedia material. A picture is a multimedia material. So this is a multimedia material. After all my lesson, I can now show them that you should see simple machine. An example of simple machine, which are wedge, pulley, inclined plane, screw, wheel and axle. So this one we show them more, because picture will make students, it will help students to retain what you are saying in class. But if you are just teaching if you are using traditional method of teaching and you do not show this picture, you do not display a multimedia material, students will not be able to understand it perfectly. Now, that is why I explained that they are collectively additional teaching learning material that are utilized simultaneously in classroom to present learning content in a more interesting and memorable way. So supplementary material, we have to know the meaning of supplementary. Supplementary material is the material that supports the main course book usage. That is what you are teaching in class. You are just using those material as a supplementary to make your work to be effective. We are moving to the developing and using multimedia based supplementary teaching material for a model school. If you want to develop multimedia, if you want to develop your lesson using multimedia based supplementary teaching, you must be a computer literate, so that you will be able to operate with computer. So, and we have multimedia based supplementary teaching material in 3 groups. Number 1 is audio, number 2 is visual, and the third one is audio visual. From those words, audio mean you can make your multimedia material using just MP3. That is audio. It will not display picture. You will just be hearing what the lecturer and what the teacher is saying. You can copy it in Flash. Students will carry it home and they will be listening to different lessons using only audio. We now have visual. Visual is an example. I've displayed it now. It's when I'm explaining simple machine now, I show a chart that show different types of simple machine. So that one is visual. They are seeing it, but there is no any audio in that one. So the last one is audio visual. Is that one that we make a video that you can see and you still be hearing. So the combination of audio and visual is what we call audio visual in the classroom. So developing and use of audio visual material in the classroom. Example is video. Film strip is the most widely used audiovisual material. I can be making a material using, if I'm explaining transformation of energy, and I can make a material by myself. Like now, I will use chemical energy to kinetic energy, which is mechanical energy. Because mechanical energy is of 2 types. We have kinetic energy and potential energy. If I now want to display the form of energy, if I want to explain it to the student, that energy can be converted from chemical energy to kinetic energy, I can easily show it, and so my colleagues or a friend can video it. So that is what you are making your audio visual. I will be talking and I will be showing the picture that if from here now the fan is at rest, but now when I connect it to chemical, this tablet is containing battery, and the battery is made up of chemical. If I now put it, it will start rotating. That is from chemical energy to kinetic energy. So by the time I now make the video, I can come and show the student in the class. That is a multimedia supplementary material in teaching. The audio on, I can also I can record my voice in one of the lesson, and I will give it to them through the flash. That is audio. They cannot see me, but they can be hearing it using either radio or laptop. So that is how to develop a multimedia material in using it as a supplementary in teaching for a model education. In conclusion, using multimedia based supplementary teaching material for a model education will help our teaching and learning to be effective. It will help students as well as the teacher to make learning to be effective and interactive in the class. I would like to stop here. Thank you for listening.